Inside the 15, I think they'll mark it at the 14 for the Blue Devils with 2:54 remaining, and Lebanon will pick up their second first down of the evening and 2 in a row.
The little bubble screen, they've got Forrest set in a slot left. He runs parallel to the line of scrimmage. Lanning takes a snap, just flips it to him, and he gets on the corner, Terry, for great yardage.
From the 29, he's run out of bounds just past the 15. Another first down for Lebanon.
Lebanon trying to score and cut this lead in half. Lanning underneath. Quick opener. Here's Neal, the fullback, and he got a little yardage. Plows for 2 or 3 yards down near the 11. It's going to be a gain of about 3 by Neal, the fullback. They'll put the ball at the 11 of Oakland. Well, just inside the 12. It'll be second down and 7 to go for the Blue Devils. Of course, you're in 4-down territory here. You're not going to kick the ball away. Lebanon, a little bit of a mix-up. Don't need to get a penalty here. Double wideouts to the near side. Lanning underneath. Here comes the Patriots. Lanning rolling right. Wants to throw. Fires. He's got a man at the 10, and he's going to be knocked down at the 10. They'll give him the 9, I believe. He threw it to the fullback, Neal, as a safety foul. And it will bring up a third down now and 5 for the Blue.
A minute 54 to go in the period, and the clock's running. Lebanon late sending that play in from the sideline.
Lebanon going to bring Minchie back in as a receiver. Minchie and Schaefer go wide to the left. Lebanon back in the eye. Lanning back up underneath. Lanning looks, toss sweep, and here is Forrest diving for about 2. And Lebanon going to have a big decision to make here on 4th down.
Clyde, that looked like a busted play as
well, it did.
Lanning reversed out to make the toss, and the play was going right, not left. Chad thought it was sweep left. The play wound up going right, and Lebanon's going to burn a timeout right here. A minute 4 to go in the period. Lebanon wants to make sure they've got the right play call on the 4th down. 14-0, the Blue Devils trail. We're going to send it back to the station for a 30-second timeout. This is Blue Devil Football on FM 98.9. With you here from the campus of Oakland High School, bringing you Blue Devil Football on FM 98.9. A minute to play in the first half. 1 minute. Lebanon's got it 4th down and 3 to go. Lebanon can pick up the first down without scoring the touchdown.
Ball is on the 7 of Oakland. Lanning underneath. Lebanon trailing 14-0. 4th and a long 3. Lanning back to throw. Looks. Fires for Schaefer. And it is dropped. It's broken up over there. Schaefer was well covered. It was intercepted. So that'll bring it out to the 20.
Harris on the interception. Robert Harris with the pick in man coverage down there on the sideline. And John, if that ball has a little more air under it, Schaefer's got a chance to make a play.
You know, Schaefer's been known to take it away from defenders like that, Tommy, and he tried again. Ball's got a little bit more air under it. You're right. He may have made a play, but the height advantage was with the Oakland Patriot defender.
Oakland now with 51 seconds. I think they may be going to kill the clock here, and they'll take a knee.
Oakland going to be satisfied to go into the locker room up 14-0, and that's not a bad thing right there. Lebanon has staggered tonight. Fumbles, 2 fumbles and an interception, and still they only trail by 2 touchdowns to the Patriots.
Patriots out of the huddle again and up to the line, and again they go in that formation to take the knee, and they will, and that maybe should do it. The clock is running with 30 seconds, and they may have to do it one more time. 3rd down and 14, but that's all beside the point right now. Well, it would have been nice to have gone out 14-7, but I still say we're in half-decent shape if we get out of here 14-0 at a half.
Oakland will get the ball to start the second half. as they won the toss and elected to defer. That's going to run the clock down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lebanon trails Oakland 14-0 at the half. Blue Devil football on FM 98.9, and we'll be back with more on the halftime show. Lebanon trails Oakland 14-0. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We do not want to give those guys a chance to run it back. Here's Clyde.
All right, Allison to kick, and the third quarter is underway. Short, as Tommy said, a pooch kick taken at the 25 and going to get to the 30 and get upended big time right there. Trice down to knock the pins out from under him as number 10 received that punt. That's Robert Harris. Not only can see on the field, I can't see up here either. So Robert Harris making the grab. Returns it a yard or so. Back out to, well, maybe about 5 from the 25 to the 31. Oakland will have it at their own 31. Ibalarosa sets them down. Double wideouts to the near side, and Ibalarosa rolls and wants to throw. Lebanon chases, fires, got a man wide open. That's Harris in Lebanon territory down at the 44-yard line. Jones had to knock him down. Robert Harris was right in the middle of the Lebanon defense, and nobody was even close to him. So somebody didn't pick him up coming out of there, and they had the receiver wide open in the middle.
Glad they ran a receiver deep, carried the DBs deep and beyond him, and Harris just came back and caught the ball. Terry, what about that yardage?
Tommy, 25 yards to the Lebanon 44, first down for Oakland.
Double wideouts left in Lebanon territory, and they give it to that tailback, and he's going to be hit and knocked down from behind as Miller, coming across the action, is going to put the hammer on Matt Parker. And Parker's going to lose a yard, and it'll bring up second down and 11. From the 44 back to the 46, just inside the Lebanon 46. This is where they'll spot the football. It'll be 2 and 11.
Defensively for Lebanon, Aaron Smith, the junior, is a nose man. Varte Martin and John Miller at the tackle spots. Kyle Schaefer, Brian Neighbors, defensive ends.
Double wideouts left for Oakland. Ibalarosa back to throw, being chased. Varte Martin fires. He fires long, and Harris is there. Knocked up, broken up beautifully by Shockley. Boy, he had that one in his arms, and Shockley powered it out of there. Robert Harris again down at the Lebanon 20. And Varte Martin got a pretty good shot on Ibalarosa just as he let that football go.
And Clyde, he was running open on that far sideline. John Shockley made a good play coming over from center field and knocking that thing away.
Come from out of nowhere, Tommy, a long way to make a great defensive stab at the ball, knocked it loose. Good defensive effort by the sophomore Shockley.
3rd and 11 now at the Lebanon 45 and a half. Shotgun formation of Ibalarosa. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Lebanon fires it in. He fires long and throws this one away. Blue Devils really after him there. And it'll bring up a 4th down. So after that one big play, the Blue Devil defense stiffens and will get the football back as they will go into punt formation, and Scoble will come in to do the kicking. He'll stand at his own 40. Back deep is Justin Jones for the Blue Devils. He's at the 10. Here's the snap, and here is the kick. Beautiful, long, high spiral. Jones will fair catch it at the 11. Almost coughed that one up, but the Blue Devils are going to have to start from deep. And the offense guys are going to have to go to work here.
Got to go to work and protect the football. Terry, what about Scoble?
Tommy, the kick by Scoble, good for 34 yards. Jones makes the fair catch at the 11, and that's where 11 will start on their first possession of the second half.
Well, let's see if the Blue Devils got anything worked out at halftime. Blue Devils almost non-existent here in the first half.
And still hanging in the football
and
game.
Still just down 14-0. That's true. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left for the Blue Devils. Lone running back is Forrest. And they hand it to him up the middle, and he's going to get a yard or so. Poke it out to about the 12-yard line as they only give him a yard on the carry. And that was the fullback.
Glad they slipped a new fullback in on us. Aaron Smith, the junior, got the carry Aaron, the kid who had worked his way into the starting lineup at noseman last week, has got in there and is getting the start here in the second half at the fullback position.
And it'll be 2nd and 9. As a matter of fact, they didn't move the stick over there, so I guess it's 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. Shotgun formation, Lebanon. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Lebanon moving from your left to right. Lannon back to throw. Looks, cuts inside, wants to throw, fires, and he's got a man. Forrest has got it at the 30, to the 35, 40, and Forrest all the way out to the 43-yard line. And the Blue Devils come out of the hole and get the first down. Justin Forrest was open. Now a flag is down. And Lebanon, I think, what is this? Too many men on the field? Illegal receiver downfield.
Oh, man.
So that will erase that. So we can do nothing right.
The scramble by Lanning bought Lebanon some time as they run a sprint right. Forrest turns the little flare route and goes upfield. Lanning attacks the line of scrimmage, pulls up and dumps it over the defensive man. Forrest found the soft spot and made the catch for the nice pickup, but that's all coming back. John, we apparently, when Lanning started to scramble, one of the linemen got upfield.
Somebody had to be downfield ineligibly, Tom. They called it big, costly play against the Blue Devils. Huge 2nd down, 14.
Penalize us all the way back to our 6. Lanning out of the shotgun. Looks, wants to throw. Turns it upfield. Got a little running room. Lanning to the 10. Breaks a tackle and goes to the 14. Out near the 15. And he will bring up 3rd now and about 8. So Lanning with a big scramble there. And Lebanon's still got a chance to get out of this hole as he moves it from the 6 out to the 15, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for Lebanon at their own 15.
Well, we've said all along, Lebanon's got a pretty good football team, but they're not so good that they can overcome a lot of mistakes, and I don't know if anybody can overcome as many as we've had so far in this football game.
Lanning sets him down, double wide out set. Lanning bootlegs right, wants to throw, looks, fires long, got a man. Schaefer's got it. First down, Blue Devils. Schaefer out at the 35.
And Schaefer did a great job coming back to the quarterback, landing on the rolling right, rollout right, was looking for neighbors on the sideline. He was covered. Schaefer was the deep man, came back to the football, and Terry, with that play, Lebanon overcomes the ineligible receiver downfield penalty.
You're right, Tommy. On a 3rd and 7, Lebanon picks up 19 out to the 34-yard line.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Lanning fired a bullet in there that time also. Double wideouts for the Blue. 1st and 10 at their own 34. And flags are going to fly, and I would imagine this may be a legal procedure.
Forrest moved prior to the snap. He was getting the football and got a little confused on the snap count, so illegal procedure for Lebanon.
Well, that'll put it back to the 29 from the 34. And it'll be 1st and 15. Now for Lebanon, they bring Minchie to the near side. Defendahl is split to the right. Lanning underneath. 1st and 15. Draw play up the middle and flying out over the 30 to near the 31 is Forrest. Somebody got a handful of shirt and wouldn't let go, so Forrest is going to get about a good yard out of the play. Schaefer and Jones come back in. Minchie will head out. Neighbors started out, comes back. It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Blue at their own 30. Lanning sets them, I formation, double wide out set for the Blue Devils. Oakland retreating, expecting a pass. Fired underneath to Schaefer. Breaks a tackle. Schaefer at the 35. Got some running room. He's at the 40. 45. Schaefer at the 45 down to the 40 and knocked out of bounds down in Oakland territory at the 39-yard line.
Clyde, that's the Miami screen to Kyle Schaefer. He lines up wide right, comes back toward the tackle, catches the ball, then it's all Schaefer.